I'm 66 years old, and I've had a heart ripped open on an operating table twice. I've been told to sit down, slow down, and shut up. Guess what I didn't? Because I learned something most men don't hear until it's too late. Energy is a privilege, and if you don't fight for it, if you don't feed it right, it leaves you behind. You can train hard, you can lift heavy, but if your body doesn't have the raw materials to recover, rebuild, and keep going, you're just burning yourself out. I'm not here to talk fluff. I'm here to talk facts. There are 3 essential vitamins every man over 60 needs, not just to survive but to dominate. They keep your muscles firing, your brain sharp, and your damn heart pumping like it should. In this video, I'm breaking them down, what they are, why they matter, and how I use them to stay in the fight every single day. If you're ready to keep showing up stronger than most guys, half your age, hit, smash that subscribe button and drop a comment. What's your daily non-negotiable? Let's dive in, starting with the one vitamin that saved my life, and might just save yours. Alright, let me break this down for you, the way I've lived it and seen it happen in real life with real men who just want to feel alive again. There's one key nutrient that gets completely ignored by most guys, but it plays a huge role in how you move, feel, and perform, not just in the gym, but in the bedroom too. I'm talking about something your body used to make easily when you were outside, more soaking up the sun like you were meant to. But now that you're older, those levels tank fast. That nutrient, vitamin D. I remember talking to a man named John Sharpguy, 69 years old, still had that fire in his mind, but his body just wasn't cooperating anymore. He looked me in the eye and said, "Man, I want to feel that connection with my wife again, but it's like my body won't get the message." That hit me. I've heard that same story from more men than I can count. And you know what? The solution wasn't some expensive prescription. It started with something way simpler, a lack of vitamin D. Now here's what most people don't get: vitamin D isn't just for bone health or something your mom nagged you about when you were a kid. For men over 60, it's a game changer. It helps your blood vessels relax and expand, which means better blood flow, especially where it counts. Without enough of it, your circulation slows, your energy drops, and that spark that made you feel like you starts to fade. I've seen guys who eat right work out and still feel like they're running on empty. That's because over 40% of older adults are running low on vitamin D, even if they're living what seems like a healthy lifestyle. This deficiency messes with the body's ability to produce nitric oxide, a key molecule that supports strong blood flow, keeps your stamina up, and helps with performance in every sense of the word. Look, this ain't just about sex. It's about walking into a room and feeling like the man you used to be. Feeling like your body's working with you, not against you. And the best part? It's fixable. That's what I tell every man I train or talk to: get 15-20 minutes of morning sun if you can. If not, load up on foods like fatty fish or grab a high-quality vitamin D3 supplement. That one small change, it can light a fire under you again. I've seen men who couldn't make it around the block without needing a breather turn things around just from getting their vitamin D right. Their energy came back, their confidence returned, and they reconnected with their partners in ways they hadn't in years. No magic pill, just a vitamin your body's been begging for. But that's only the first step. Getting that blood moving again is crucial, but if you really want to stay in the game, you need the fuel to keep pushing forward. That's where the second vitamin comes in. This one's all about bringing your energy back online, making you feel like you again. See, without it, you could eat like a champ, rest like a baby, and still wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck. I'm talking about vitamin B12. I'll never forget Robert. He was 72, a retired firefighter, tough as nails. A guy who'd spent his life running into burning buildings without hesitation. But when he sat down with me, there was a weariness in his eyes that I recognized all too well. He said, "Man, I sleep 8 solid hours. I eat clean, but by midday, I'm just tapped out. And when it comes time to be there for my wife, I got nothing left in the tank." That hit home. I've heard it over and over from men who used to be full of fire but now feel like they're constantly running on fumes. And 9 times out of 10, the culprit: a B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is your body's spark plug. It's the key player in converting the food you eat into real usable energy. Without it, you're not just tired, you're mentally foggy, physically drained, and your drive in every sense of the word takes a nosedive. I've lived that. I used to think I just needed more sleep or to push through. But the truth was, I was running on an empty battery, and B12 was the damn recharge I needed. It doesn't stop at energy either. B12 helps create red blood cells, those oxygen-delivering soldiers that keep your muscles firing your brain sharp and your performance where it needs to be. Without that oxygen flow, everything starts to feel heavy. Your body, your mind, your motivation. Even the things you used to look forward to start feeling like a chore. And here's the kicker. Getting older means your body doesn't absorb B12 the way it used to. You could be eating steak, eggs, and cheese every day and still not be pulling enough of that vitamin into your system. That's why so many men, even those doing everything right, still feel like they're missing something. So here's what I did and what I tell other men to do: get a solid B12 supplement in your daily routine. And for some of us, that means going straight to B12 injections. It's fast, effective, and it gets you back in gear. I've seen men go from barely making it through the day to walking longer, thinking clearer, and most importantly, feeling present and connected again. When the energy returns, the confidence follows. You're not just going through the motions, you're showing up. But even with all that energy and drive, there's another piece to this puzzle. Your body also needs protection. Your blood vessels, your hormones, your inner engine all need to stay tuned up. That's where the third vitamin comes into play. This is the vitamin that most men overlook, even though it plays a serious role in how your body performs and feels day to day. I'm talking about vitamin E. Let me tell you about James. A 70-year-old retired pilot, sharp and disciplined, lived a clean life, did everything by the book. But something felt off. He told me straight up, "Man, I'm eating right, working out, but the fire's not there anymore. My drive is low and I don't bounce back the way I used to. I don't feel like me." And that hit me because this wasn't a guy slacking off, he was doing the work. But there was still something missing. That something turned out to be a vitamin E deficiency. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, and not just in a general health way. It specifically helps your body combat the oxidative stress and inflammation that sneak in as you age, damaging your blood vessels, slowing your circulation, and throwing your hormones out of whack. You may not feel it happening, but it's real, and it takes a toll on your performance in every part of your life. I've seen it too often. Men come in complaining of low energy, no motivation, struggling with intimacy, and they think it's just getting old. Nah, it's more than that. Inflammation messes with blood flow, makes your arteries stiff, and drops your testosterone. But vitamin E, it fights that. It keeps the blood vessels supple, reduces inflammation, and helps keep everything moving, especially down there where it matters. And it's not just about circulation. Vitamin E has a direct hand in how your body produces testosterone. Once you hit your 60s, those levels start falling off naturally. But with enough vitamin E, your system can produce testosterone more efficiently, which means more energy, better mood, stronger motivation, and that grounded sense of masculinity you've been missing. The fix. Simple. Get more vitamin E through real food: almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, olive oil. That's where I started. And when that's not enough, and let's be honest, sometimes food alone won't cut it, add a natural, high-quality vitamin E supplement. I've watched guys like James bounce back after just a few weeks of doing this. They feel sharper, more connected to their partners, and genuinely excited about life again. Now you might be asking, can these vitamins D, B12, and E work together to boost results? Hell yes, they can. I call it the vitality triangle. These three nutrients don't just help you individually, they amplify each other when used together. Vitamin D increases nitric oxide, opening blood vessels wide. B12 boosts red blood cells, getting more oxygen flowing through those open vessels. And vitamin E, it protects those blood vessels, cuts down inflammation, and keeps your testosterone levels strong. Let me tell you about Walter, a 68-year-old former coach. He'd been on vitamin D for a while, and when he started dragging, he added B12. Then, after I told him about vitamin E's impact on testosterone, he added that too. A few weeks later, he came to me grinning and said, "Doc, I feel like someone dropped a brand new engine in me. That's synergy right there. When you stack these nutrients the right way, they don't just improve individual systems, they rebuild your entire foundation. But here's the problem, and I see this all the time. Most men don't feel the full benefits because they're making one critical mistake. They treat supplements like a magic pill. They go grab the cheapest bottle off a shelf, take it inconsistently, and wonder why nothing's changing. That's not how this works. If the form, quality, or dosage of your supplements isn't right, your body can't use it. Period. Take B12, for example. Most cheap versions use cyanocobalamin, but older bodies struggle to convert that into something usable. You need methylcobalamin in the active form that gets to work right away. Same thing with vitamin D. D2 is cheaper, but it's not nearly as effective as D3, the form your body absorbs best. And vitamin E. Many synthetic types don't provide the full range of benefits. You've got to go with a natural full-spectrum form if you want the real effects. Another mistake: inconsistency. Taking a supplement here and there or only when you remember isn't enough. Your body needs routine. That's what I preach. You want real results, more energy, better performance, stable hormones. You've got to show up every day. That's how you build momentum. I had a man named Gerald come to me frustrated and confused. He said, "I've been taking all this stuff for months and I don't feel any different." I asked him what kind. Turns out he was using low-grade supplements and forgetting to take them half the time. I got him on a consistent routine using better forms of each vitamin, and within a few weeks he was sleeping deeper, feeling sharper, and walking into rooms like he owned the place. His words, not mine. Now, if you're ready to dial this in for yourself, here's the move. Start every morning with a glass of water. Take your methylated B12 with a protein-packed breakfast. Get 15 to 20 minutes of morning sun for vitamin D, or use a high-quality D3 supplement if needed. For vitamin E, throw some almonds or sunflower seeds into your meal or drizzle olive oil on your salad for that extra hit. That's it. Nothing wild. Just simple, repeatable actions that support your circulation, energy, and testosterone every single day. And I'll tell you what, you keep that up, the results will show. You'll start feeling that spark again. You'll think clearer, move stronger, and reconnect with your partner like the man you remember being. You don't need to swallow a dozen pills or live in the gym. You just need the right nutrients, the right mindset, and the discipline to stay consistent. You've still got time. You can feel powerful again mentally, physically, emotionally. Take control, build that foundation, and I promise you your body will thank you for it.